Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to hit the like, comment, subscribe, and notification bell at the end of the video. I just wanted to touch on the third stage of grief, which is the bargaining stage. Um, it is also known as like the what if stage of grief. You're bargaining with God and um, basically pleading with him to save this person's life. You're saying, God, if I turn my life over to you, help this person get better, or I'll do anything, and just basically wanting to plead with God to save this person's life, even though you know that they're dying. I just wanted to share something that I've read on online about this author named Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. She actually made the grief stage system, the 5 stages of grief system, and she wrote a book called on. Let me see if it's here. But she wrote a book called On Grief and Grieving. She actually wrote this book when she was a psychiatrist, and noticed that the patients that were near death or dying were going through the 5 stages of grief. So she ended up teaming up with another author named David Kessler that co-wrote the book with her, and turning into these 5 stages of grief, turning it into something that could be relatable to someone dying. The passage that I read from her, it says, the bargaining stage of grief serves as an important purpose. It provides temporary escape from one's pain and provides hope. So when you're bargaining, you know the person is potentially dying, but when you're bargaining, you're escaping the pain. You're giving yourself hope, that things could change, like an alternate universe type thing, or like an alternate life. Like if my sister were to have this kind of treatment, then she still would have been here, or if the tests were done sooner, she would have been here. It's like you're thinking and taking away from the pain, like, yeah, there's hope that these things could have happened. Bargaining can also be accompanied with guilt. You feel guilty that you can't really do anything to help this person, dying. You feel guilty that it's not you and it's them, and you're wondering why this person deserves this after, I don't want to say the good things that were done in life, but just like if this person was a very good person, caring, compassionate, good person. I think I've said that already, but it's like why this person? You feel guilty that this person is going through the pain, going through the treatments, going through anything that's challenging. Bargaining can also continue after death, after that person has died. You can bargain with God to see them again, in heaven, like, God, just let me see my sister one more time, or let me see her, when I die. Like, I want her to be the first person there. Like, you're bargaining that you want to see this person. And a parent can also bargain with God, if there's living children, after that other child has passed away, they can bargain to God, God, keep my children healthy, keep my children alive, like let them see everything that they can see, let them live life, let them accomplish goals, let them, you know, reach their dreams, just let them, you know, do what they're called to do. They can also bargain like that. Um, but it's normal to have this to deal with this stage of grief, to bargain, because we love that person so much. It's like we want to do everything in our power to keep them here, and love them as much as we can, or love them as much as we could. Um, just know that you're not alone. It's purposeful. It's normal to go through this stage of grief. Um, and if you can, try not to do this stage of grief by yourself. Get support. Talk to your family, your friends, your loved ones, about how to deal with this stage of grief. Even after the person has died, you can still go back and forth in your mind about bargaining and guilt and, any other stage of grief, really. Just make sure you get, the support and everything that you need to get through the stage of grief. I know for myself, I still go back and forth with many of these stages of grief. I do find myself thinking, if I could have given half of my liver, or if radiation was done, or, if this was caught early, when she was in her 20s, like just hoping that she had the symptoms then, and then maybe that it would have been, done sooner, she still would be here. But I do go back and forth with that, to be honest. I go back and forth with denial, anger, and the next one that I want to talk about is depression. I do have bouts of that, and I try to get out of that stage, but I know it's normal. I know it's, a part of the process. And my family's going through it too. We check up on each other, and, we pray for each other just to get through, because this is our new normal. This is something that we've never experienced before. And just, it's a part of life, yes, but this is totally different from what we imagine our life to be, if that makes sense. And what we imagine, her husband's life and her kids' life to be. So I do find myself in that bargaining stage a lot, just, saying if things were different, or God, if you just let me just touch her, maybe I could help in some way. But like I stated before, the next topic I wanted to talk about was depression, or is depression. I know it's a heavy subject, especially in dealing with grief, but it's something that I would like to tackle. But stay tuned and like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for my next video.